Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I got 5 teams for you for the Warrens faction event. High, mid, low, deathless, and pure faction 500 done here on video. First team we got here is the low level team. We got Essence of Evil, double Pandalista with the Leprechaun. So the restriction is yellow-green. So for a low-level team, you could do a couple different things, but this is one kind of different one I thought of. I didn't want to show the same things I always show. You could do Rowan, you could do Black Manacles, triple Wall of Tentacles, you could do Persistence, triple Persistence, Lupine's Edge, you could do triple Finesse, Nimbus Bow, Staff of Storms, stuff like that. But I went with this because I didn't want to, trying to show something a little bit different. Essence of Evil is a weapon you get from Plague Lord class. It's one of the first ones you should get. It's a class weapon. You just have to equip the class and get 250 victories, and it gets sent to your mail. Pretty much, it's free. Free weapon, very, very good. Pandalista is a good construct Urska that does true damage to multiple enemies. And, we doubled up on that, and then we got Leprechaun, who's always good. Exploding green at the start of battle, empowered, awesome. Shoot that Essence of Evil on their last slot. That way your Terror could kick in and make them run away. Get a little instant kill. And then get both of your Pandalistas up before you cast them. And then bang, 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 bang. They're all dead. The Warrens is a very good faction. It's a unique faction. It has one thing that no other faction has. And it's a really good gold farming faction. If you happen to, for some reason... you're doing City of Thieves and you accidentally go too far and you didn't keep it on 20, it would be a good backup plan. Reason that it's a good backup plan. Well, first of all, the reason that it's unique is that it's the only faction that gives you a trait stone guaranteed at the end of the faction. So once you get the whole layer done, you get a trait stone. It's a yellow-green trait stone. No other faction does that. I think the Warrens was like one of the first factions put into the game. So it used to give it gives a trait stone, it still does, but no other faction does that, only the Warrens, which is pretty cool. That's why a lot of high-level players have a ton of yellow-green trait stones, because we used to do the Warrens over and over and over and over, until City of Thieves came in. Other good thing about it is it has good treasure rooms a lot of the time. Not always, but, it's one of the top factions for treasure rooms frequency. And then you can use this team here, the gold farming team, the skeleton key team. It's an old team, it's an oldie but a goodie. People will say, yeah, but they nerfed the skeleton key. It's one of those who cares situations, like the Gob Truffle nerf, like who cares. They didn't nerf it hard enough, it's still good. It has an extra turn on it. It's nice. It boosts off of gold. So, yeah. If you want to, you can use this team, the skeleton key team, the old gold farming team, on the Warrens. Get a ton of gold. I'm talking a lot. Like, I almost want to recommend it as your farming faction if you're that worried about gold. I was never worried about gold. I always just wanted to make progress in the game, get all the legendaries, get all my horde levels up, all my horde qualities up. I was more worried about that than I am about gold. But if you're just like crazy about gold, you're Scrooge McDuck diving into your gold pile and you need gold. It wouldn't be a bad idea to do this 3 times a day with this team instead of City of Thieves. But the other part of it is the mid-level team. It does have Cedric on it, so you need to get Cedric. He's really not that hard to get, honestly, because he sends you naked selfies of himself on the toilet like 50 times a day during the when you're opening your vault keys from the vault event. Instead of getting something good, he'll give you a picture of himself. But yeah, Cedric. It's really, Cedric, Skeleton Key, Egg Thief, Greed. You cast Greed to boost your gold. Cedric gives you extra gold from his 3rd trait. And then you cast Egg Thief to get up Skeleton Key. You cast Skeleton Key, you kill, you get an extra turn. You cast Egg Thief again, you get up Skeleton Key, you cast it, and they're dead. So, and then the Egg Thief has a summon on it. So does Cedric. You never cast Cedric. You just kind of Egg Thief, Skeleton Key. You Greed first, no matter what. And then you Egg Thief, Skeleton Key, Egg Thief, Skeleton Key. And that thing can even go super deep because it's got the summons, all the summoning power. Alright, here's the high-level team. I just did a quick and dirty guards avatar. We're showing a couple of different teams with the low and the mid, so I decided to just do an easy one for the high-level team. Because you could also use the Deathless, remember that. When you're looking at high-level on these videos, these faction videos, remember that Deathless is also, a good option. So we got yellow and green. You could go with Stellarix triple Takshaka. Let's see. You could, Guards Avatar, Cirquin Hadley. You got High King Iron Gut, CT, stuff like that. But the one I went with was Guards Avatar, Wand of Stars, the Cirquin Hadley, and the Leprechaun. So Cirquin Hadley, 50% starting the Guard's Avatar. Guard's Avatar hitting super hard, boosting off of armor. Put your guard medals on, get your horde level up. And, Wand there catching every color that Guard's Avatar is not catching. If you want to go deeper than 90, maybe you would not have Guard's Avatar in first slot. We don't want it, him getting hit and everything. But if we're just going to 90, it's fine to put him in first slot. You got a barrier most likely. If he gets hit, all it does is knock off his barrier. By the time he gets hit again, they're all dead from you casting him. So, no big deal. Put him in first slot if you're just trying to get all rewards. Like I always say about these Tuesday faction events, there's 3 different people. People trying to get it done for free and just get all rewards, go to level 90. Maybe you have to spend 30 gems to complete it. You always do that. There's the person who doesn't have the weapon yet. Buy up to the weapon. Then use all your sigils. See how much progress you can make in the Warrens. Then there's the person doing pure faction 500 and Deathless. You'll have to buy up to the 7th potion and buy it multiple times. And here's your Deathless team on 500. So like always, if you got access to High King Iron Gut for Deathless, you're going to want to do it. We got High King Iron Gut, Essence of Evil, CT, and Leprechaun. Because we did not have Zul'Goth, who I really wanted. Yellow-green makes it to where you don't have Zul'Goth, you don't have Centurigon. So you have to do kind of a High King Iron Gut Thrasku team, which is fine. High King Iron Gut, Essence of Evil, CT, Leprechaun. I went Archer just for Green Storm. We got a lot of green on our team. You cast Essence of Evil on their last slot, or you cast your Leprechaun. That'll get everything going. You Devour with your High King Iron Gut. Reason that's awesome is because you're in a faction. You have higher stats because of your horde level. You got your Medals of Seasons on, and most likely you're really close to 100% Devour rate. And if you're not, you're on 90 or 80, like that's super high. So you get that first Devour, that makes him pretty much unkillable, and 100% if it wasn't 100% already. And then you Devour again, and then maybe you CT, and after the CT you either Essence of Evil, or take some Skulls, or Leprechaun, and that'll get up High King Iron Gut. You just cast it again, you win. CT really there just as a backup instant kill. But it can throw up the green, it's got the curse, it's got those big giant yellow gems. Like, it's still good with the other stuff it does as well. Alright, here is Pure Faction. Okay. I got my Horde level on 177. This one was harder than I thought it was going to be. I knew it wasn't easy, but I didn't think it would be... I don't know. I was using the wrong team, I guess. Because I tried Lapina Knight Triple Luna for a while, and I just could not get it to work. I kept getting to, like, the last fight and losing. I would lose troops along the way. I would say if you lose multiple troops, you might as well restart. But, I don't know. This is what ended up working, and it worked on my first try. So this is what I definitely recommend. You got Luna, Bunny Corn... Luna. So just a bunch of Lunas, but with a bunny corn in there. And that worked, dude. On my first try, it worked. Reason this one's kind of hard is because of all of the RNG involved. Just, there's so much. You got Luna, first of all, doing positive or negative status effects. So that's the first thing. You're either going to do a positive status effect to your team, or you're going to do a negative status effect to their team. And then what status effect do you get? Do you get something useless for your team? Do you get something useless for their team? Or do you get something good? You can't control what you're going to get. And then the yellow explode. You think that's a good thing, and it is most of the time. But when you're doing level 500 Pure Faction, to take yellow and have the board explode, and then the enemy, gets a turn and gets a bunch of skulls or whatever, that's what kept... I'm just saying RNG. Like, you could have the good RNG. Like, you could blow up yellow, get an extra turn, get a bunch of skulls... blow up yellow again, get an extra turn, get a bunch of skulls, blow up yellow again. It could keep cascading, and you could get lucky. But for me, I kept getting unlucky, And I just felt like matching yellow was always a bad idea, because it would explode the board into the enemy's turn, into them taking a bunch of skulls. Like, that's what kept happening to me. So I like almost preferred to take green. So that's one tip I can give you is, you know, cast the bunny corn early, and try to only take green until you cast the bunny corn, so you can keep as much yellow on the board as possible. Then once you cast the bunny corn, you know, you're off to the races, kind of. It also has a charm on it, so it puts up 7 yellow gems, which isn't a lot at all. That's why I didn't want to pick it. But then it charms, and with these enemies being so high level and strong, like they're just punching themselves. They're quit hitting yourself, quit hitting yourself. They're hitting themselves really hard, because that's what charm does. It punches like the guy above and the guy below on their own team with their attack. So it worked for me, was good. But that's basically the only tips I can give you. Cast Luna a bunch. Hopefully you get some good stuff like Barrier or Fairy Fire or something like that. And then cast Bunny Corn, but kind of wait to take yellow until you do cast it. But yeah, that's it for this one. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot to get about channel count below. I'm not sure if I'm streaming today. Check the community tab. Peace out.